In this video, I will talk about the idea of graph data structure and some graph theory definitions. Before we move into the actual definitions of graph theory, I will just introduce two examples as a motivation for studying graph theory. So the first one, you will be familiar with this image. This is actually a screenshot from the Google Map application. This is actually showing the road that is connecting two different places in the map. So you can see that I have given an origin point here at this place, and I have given a destination at this place. So there are several ways of connecting from the source to the destination, but the map application will be suggesting you a road which will have a shorter distance, or it will have a very less traffic, and it will give some other preferences for some other aspects also. So how is actually this suggestions are given, how it is finding a map, or it is finding a path from a source point to another destination point, where the road is going through several other cities or several other places as well. So this is one applications of the graph theory or a graph data structure, where we will be finding the shortest distance from one position to another position, and we will be giving suggestions based on some other aspects as well. And other application is in the social media. Suppose that we as a person, we will be connected to different people in the social media. So suppose that I have there is a person called Call, and this Call actually is in friendship with Bob, Diana. And suppose that if you look at these two people, that is Bob and Call, and if you are just searching for two mutual friends of Bob and Call, then you can see that Diana is a mutual friend, and you can see that Call is in friendship with Diana and Anne is in friendship with Diana, but Call and Anne are not in. So the social media application can give a suggestion of Call to Anne as a friend. So this is how the friendship suggestion or the mutual friends etc. is displayed in the social media applications. So when you look at this image, you can see that here we have certain people at some location in this picture, and there are some connections in between them. Okay, so in this case the connection is actually the aspect of friendship, and in this image, if you have a starting point and if you have a destination point, and there are several other points in between, and there are some path connecting them, so we can reduce this problem into the terms of graph theory. Mathematically speaking, graph in graph theory is actually defined as G is equal to the combination of two different sets, that is V and E. Okay, where V is the set of vertices and E is the set of edges. Okay, so I will give you an example. Suppose that I have a set V, and that contains these values, let's say 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So in a pictorial form, a graph is the nodes of a graph or the vertices of a graph are represented using certain circles or some black dots. So I have the nodes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or I have the vertices 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then I have another set also has to be defined, that is the set of edges. So usually edge is written in a pair of two vertices. Suppose that if I write 1 comma 2, then that indicates that I have a connection from 1 to 2. Then if I write 1 to 5, that indicates that I have a connection from 1 to 5. Then I have 2 to 4, then I will have a connection from 2 to 4. Then suppose that I have a connection from 3 to 4, then 3 to 5, then 2 to 3, etc. Then I will be drawing those connections here. So I have one connection from 3 to 4, then 3 to 5, then 2 to 3. So this complete a graph. So when you compare this graph structure with this map application or the social media friendship picture, then you can assume in the first case there is these nodes or the vertices as the locations in a graph and the edges as the distance or the path connecting those two uh, places. In social media friendship picture, you can imagine these nodes or these vertices as each individual, and the connection or the edges that actually represents the relationship or the friendship between them. So this is how we make use of graph theory in finding solution for several problems associated with real life applications.